Okay, be honest. How many times do you think you get on Facebook every day?
Like 300.
Probably upwards of 20. Way too much.
I think it's time to be productive with my life tonight. Oh wait, what am I doing on Facebook? That's cool, Mark Zuckerberg. I really didn't want to get anything like homework done tonight. You just go on distracting me for the next few hours. Hashtag sarcasm. Even as I'm saying this right now, I'm going onto my Facebook to see how many people have liked my status and continue a conversation with my friends that I could probably just as easily do over the phone or something. OMG, I need to get off of this thing. Social media has gotten to the point where it's pretty much taken over our lives.
This idea is potentially worth millions of dollars.
Hashtag, my friends are awesome. I just posted a status about an hour ago asking people to like it if they had ever gotten online needing to do something productive, like homework, and just ended up typing in Facebook on their browser and scrolling down the newsfeed absentmindedly. I mean, I kind of knew I was going to get a good response, but nothing as overwhelming as I did. People started typing and writing an essay here and there.
What do you think of when you think of a typical English class? Here's what some of the people around me said.
Grammar.
Books.
Book report.
Discussion.
Writing a lot.
And I was really shocked to walk into English 101 on the first day and hear that I needed to sign up for like 50 million social networking and shareware sites. Hashtag, oh that's cool. Hashtag, harder than it seems. But it's actually become pretty enjoyable. I was overwhelmed at first, but I think that all of the writing has made me focus more on quality and content rather than length. There's more to composition than asking the teacher, how many pages does it need to be? Like the blog posts and tweets are just long enough to get what you want across with no frill. It's helped me focus in on one single point, and it's definitely carried over into my other classes so far this year. I thought I'd throw a spin on things and use social media to talk about social media. Now I really want to get into how the proclaimed analysts take their view on this whole social media takeover. Okay, now it's time for some shocking facts. 53% of people who are surveyed by an electronic shopping site say that they check their Facebook and Twitter accounts as soon as they get up in the morning, even before getting out of bed. Hashtag, come on. Okay, now here's the most shocking fact that I found. 17% of people surveyed said that they would read a message on Facebook or Twitter during sex. Awkward pause. Alright, enough about the negative implications of social media. I'll start being positive. There are a lot of benefits that are overlooked when people are talking about how addicted teens are to the internet. If a student goes overseas to study for school, the social networking sites can help them keep in touch with their family and friends back home. Also, for the teenagers who have social or physical mobility restrictions, they can build and maintain meaningful relationships with their friends and families. The more you think about it, the more you realize that social networking really isn't that bad. There's a lot of research out there that says that those students who spend large amounts of time on social networking sites have lower GPAs overall. I really don't think this is the case though. Of the top 10 graduating seniors from my class last year, 8 of them had Facebooks, including the valedictorian and salutatorian. Here's an excerpt from the article that I read. It says, for every hour of electronic media exposure reported by students on average, GPA was reduced between 0.05 and 0.07 points. According to Time magazine, Facebook isn't even meant for our generation. It's meant for the middle-aged. The reasons behind this are absolutely hilarious. The reason that Facebook is for old people, they never get drunk at parties and get photographed with drinks in their hand. Okay, most teenagers are smarter than that. Not all, but most. They also say that Facebook is for old people because they can't understand Twitter. Lols. Who does understand Twitter? Okay, but really, most people don't want their parents on Facebook. Old people totally need to get off. Hashtag, let's be honest. Teenagers typically don't want their parents seeing what they're up to the past weekend and the pictures on their page. So adults, don't criticize. Obviously, we aren't the only ones on the websites. Alright, so there's really no doubt that social networking has taken over our lives. People set it as their homepage for their internet, for goodness sake. It has also taken over the classroom. Who would have ever thought in a million years that an English class would be centered around social media and social networking? While there isn't anything wrong with that, I mean, what teenager wouldn't want to be graded based on if they tweet or not? It still seems like such a contradiction to the typical English class. All in all, we probably do spend a little too much time on Facebook and Twitter, pretty much doing nothing. But most teenagers are aware of that, so adults, just let us be. You never know, we could be sitting on Twitter as homework for our English class.